without any further ado, very excited. This game is called Illuminati, the game of conspiracy, and it's by Steve Jackson Game. Okay, YouTube, what's up? Of an unboxing of Illuminati, the game of conspiracy. We're gonna break the seal. See. This game's pretty old. It's been around quite a while. Many of those in the truth movement and just gaming nerds kind of know about it. It's a lot of fun, especially if you get a lot of the humor and a lot of the inside jokes of knowing about a lot of the information on the cards. The funny thing is, as you may already know, these cards are somewhat prophetic. There are a lot of them that come up and are being shown to attached to real life events since the release of the game in 1995. Many people know that the Pentagon attack is one of the cards, terrorist nuke, which looks like 9/11. There's a couple cards in there that look like Trump, a couple guys in the cards that look like Alex Jones. There's a guy that looks like Ron Paul, and experiencing opening it up and seeing what's inside. There's many expansion packs. I have one of the expansion packs here. This is Y2K. So this is going to have more cards in which will give you a more diverse and a little bit more unique game. There's a lot of videos out there going in the depths of this game. So what we're going to do is just open it up, go through it, and let you guys decide for yourself what you might notice. So... ooh, fresh and clean. All right, let's unbox it, shall we? You can tell it's a newer style because it's advertising Munchkin and some of his other stuff along the sides. So what we got inside, we have a rule book. Illuminati, the game of conspiracy. And this is kind of cool. It's set up... some cool artwork and just some basic playthrough of the game. Rule books, promotional. This is money used as currency, kind of a auction type of buy it up format in the game. Cards here, which we are going to go through in order. That's kind of what sparked me to repurchase the game and go through it as an unboxing online. We're gonna see what the cards reveal in the package as they are. Will go out one by one. So I'm going to open these up in just a moment. Let's open them up. This is the Illuminati starter pack, original board game. This is the newest version, the newest print of it. So we'll open them up here. Let's start with the, we're going to start with this one. They're about the same thickness here. Using a pocket knife to open up your cards is not advised. And here you are looking at everything that comes with the game. So you have 2 sheets for the currency, little promo paperwork, obviously the really nicely well done rule book, 2 very unique dice with the all-seeing eye on the dice, kind of cool. Let's kind of go through the rule book just to show you, compared to a lot of other games, it's a really well done rule book. It's full color, very detailed, got some very cool artwork going through, and this is just so you guys can get a full look at the whole setup. I did want to note too that this is the 14th printing of the game, and you can find that on the bottom of the box right here, that this is, this is the 13th printing of the game. These are going to work just fine for the Illuminati card game. The Ultra Pro deck protector sleeves will fit just fine, standard size card. Okay, open it up. Let's see what the cards have to reveal for us here. So we have a blank. First card. Blank. Second card. I'm guessing therefore if you lose your cards, you can hopefully just remake it. Blank. Blank. I'm going through the cards one by one, so. All right. We start out with the Yuppies. And it's fun to see what cards have power, what cards have resistance, what cards have income, and then to see the level in which they rated in the game. And then it's funny to look in just a realistic view of that. So many of these are just dead on. So I don't know how they did it. It's kind of strange. So video games is the second card after Yuppies. Now we have, I'm reading it backwards. What is it? The United Nations. Go figure. United Nations. Going at it. Oh, look at the background image of it. It's a ball. So then we have underground newspapers. Kind of anarchist, zine style underground newspapers. Then we have the TV preacher card. Then we have Trilateral Commission. So Tri-Liberal Commission. So I think that's probably obviously some of the issues on these. They can't name it exactly the same thing, but Tri-Liberal Commission. There's a monument in downtown Phoenix here to the Trilateral Commission to Goldwater, who was one of the guys who started the Trilateral Commission. So then we have Trekkies. Go figure. Illuminati Trekkies obsessed with other worlds that are just so sci-fi and such a waste of time. Then we have tobacco and liquor companies with, of course, the little kid, which they're pushing him on them. They're pushing the children. And isn't that the reality in which we live? Texas is a card. It's Texas. There we go. It's obvious. How many guys come out of Texas having to do with this whole thing? We got Freeman Fly, who was out of Austin. Alex Jones out of Austin. A lot of stuff goes on in Texas, it seems. And we have tabloids. Bigfoot with an alien. Cyborg of some kind. And then the background. So these new cards even have little background images. So it's kind of cool. They updated them and made them look a little bit nicer. Survivalists. It's the next card. And then we have South American Nazis. South American Nazis. Let's think about that, right? Did you guys hear about how Hitler apparently was in Argentina? That Hitler went to Argentina, and that also he went to Antarctica, obviously. So a lot of these cards don't make quite full sense yet. But as time goes on and as information shares rapidly, a lot of these cards are going to make sense even more than they do now. So that's why we're going to go through them now and in order. Society for Creative Anarchism. Society for Creative Anarchism. And might not mean much, but, you know, I mean, creative, let's think of a Society for Creative. What would that be like? Rainbow Festival, you know? Not to say, I mean, everything is a gear in the system in some way, shape, or form. But like Rainbow Festival is a very creative version of anarchism. SMOF. SMOF. I'm not a pro. I don't know what this means. I don't know. Conspiracy XXX. So we got, yeah, for direct control of Star Trek fans and Trekkies. So this is to control anyone playing the Star Trek card. Then we have Semi-Unconscious Liberation Army. Criminal, violent, liberal, weird, communist. Science fiction fans. Stranger in a Strange Land. That's what the aliens read in there. Then we have Robot Sea Monsters. That's a card. Go figure. Republicans with a golden idol of the false god Ganesh, or the golden Republican elephant. Recyclers. So recyclers. We got a guy digging in his dumpster, a man in black. That's why it says play 5 MB. So MB's Men in Black. Those guys come in and throughout the game. The Men in Black are kind of like the agents in the Matrix, the antagonists in the whole situation. So top secret. That's what it says. He's dumpster diving other people's secret messages, I guess. Punk rockers. You got to love that. And you got to love his Freemasonic tattoo art he's got there with the compass on his arm. Punk rockers. That looks like the dude from Black Flag, the bald guy, Henry Rollins. Psychiatrists, take your happy pills, right? Happy pills, Illuminati pills, brainwash pills. As we know, the drug and pharmacy industry is just so corrupt, so evil, so a part of the whole system, so totally a part of why so many people are zombied out, why everyone's on drugs. This is such a huge card. Look at it. It has an income of 2, a resistance of 6. Pretty powerful card. Professional sports. Money. Go figure. As we all know, professional sports, total brainwash. Then we got the post office. One thing to note about this card, which I thought about last time I looked through these, a long time ago. The address on the card is P.O. Box 18957, Austin, Texas. Zip code 78760. That's the address on the card. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like the InfoWars P.O. box there. Phone freaks. Got some phone freaks. The phone company. The Pentagon. Very powerful card. Obviously, we know what this card is referring to. Remember, this game came out in 1995. So, we got parrot teacher agglomeration. Cat, dog, Fnord. So, the worm inside the apple there. Orbital mind control lasers. That's a thing. Orbital mind control lasers. Nuclear power companies. New York. Nephews of God. Gonna need to Wikipedia that. Nephews of God. Multinational oil companies. Morticians. Think about that. Making money off the dead. The moral minority. This guy looks kind of evil, doesn't he, too? So he's the moral minority, right? This freak. It's kind of how it is. Moonies. Moonies. Who knows what Mooney? I mean, I don't know. Moonies? What does that mean? We got to Google that. I'm sure it means something. Militias. Why are militias a part of the game? Obviously, militias play a huge part in all of this. The Men in Black. This game came out in 1995. When they came out with the movie Men in Black, do you think they got the name from... Anyways, the Mafia. Madison Avenue. You need more stuff. Local police departments. You want a donut with that? Loan sharks. The shark of the loan devouring the individual. You know, that's why they call a mortgage. It's like a mortuary. It's like a document you sign that is going to last until the day you die. So, Libertarians. Smashing the house, the White House, with Lady Liberty. What a joke the Libertarian Party is. You know how many years and time and energy we put into the Libertarian Party, all to realize it's just a part of the whole deal. We got the L4 Society. L4 Society. So this guy floating around with H2O, for direct control, neutralization, or destruction of orbital mind control lasers. The L4 Society. That's something that, I don't know what that means. Maybe someone else does. The KKK took my baby away. Go figure. They're in there. The KGB. The Russian KGB. Junk mail. And there's, yeah, junk mail. Kind of just a fun card. The IRS with the Phoenix on it. The International Communist Conspiracy. International Cocaine Smugglers. Intellectuals. And he's reading Atlas Shrugged. The intellectuals reading Atlas Shrugged. And the last card in this deck, Hollywood. The big pimp. The little pimp. All right, guys. One more deck of cards to go through here with the original starter kit of Illuminati. In order of how they were packaged. Why? I don't know. Seems like it could be fun. So, we have health food stores. Go figure. I remember one time I heard someone call Whole Foods whole paycheck. Hackers. That's a cool one. We got the post-apocalyptic hacker guy in the background there. So it's not really coming into focus real good right now, but let me see if I can adjust the camera here. Okay, next card. The Gun Lobby. Then we have Goldfish Fanciers. Goldfish Fanciers. It's not financiers, is it? I don't know. Of course, girly magazines. Fraternal orders. All the fraternal orders. This guy's kind of a mix of a few different types. Then we got Fenord Motor Company. And we have my favorite card. Flat Earthers. What a beautiful card. Remember the first time I saw this card. Didn't really think about it much. But I remember there was something about this card. So, if you guys can think back to 1998, 2004 is when I started to wake up to everything. 2003. I was 13 or 14 years old. This card's been sitting here all along. So, pretty cool. Friendish Fluoride. Friendish Fluoride. Think about it. And that's kind of a play on the fact that these people convince the public that fluoride is good for their bones and for their teeth. The Feminists. The Bra Burners. The Federal Reserve. That's a cool card. The FBI. Fast food chains. Ugh. Evil geniuses for a better tomorrow. Ain't that the truth? I love this one. MTV. Wordsmithing over here. Eco Gorillas. The next card. That's a cool one. Oh, Democrats. The Golden Calf. Wait, the Golden Donkey. Cycle gangs. Go figure, gangs of all types are under their control. Copy shops. That's funny. Copy shops. It's like the guys are all the same. They're like clone guys in there. Convenience stores. And it's like its take on the Circle K called Chug-a-Mug. Congressional wives. Go figure. Comic books. And I think it's so funny how this game, it gaslights a lot of things, and it gaslights a lot of different people, and how many nerds are sitting there obsessed with comic books, obsessed with tabletop games, obsessed with card games. Those are all cards in the game. So card games is a card in the game. Tabletop miniatures role-playing games, comic books, those are all a part of the game as a way in which you can control. Clone arrangers. Clone arrangers. You think they're not cloning people, dude? CIA. Chinese campaign donors. It's a little Chinese ATM. CFLAIO. Straight up. Don't really know what it means. California. It's just California, man. Boy Scouts. Boy Sprouts. This guy's little Illuminati patch on there. Go figure. Big media. That's a cool looking card. Just big media. At war activists. Activist at war. Anti-nuclear activists. And I find this card really interesting. It just arose to me the other day that it's like the anti-nuclear activist is really fighting himself. And why is that? Why does he have two heads and he's punching himself? That's because nukes don't exist. And that's because when you're actively against the nuclear industry and all of that, you're at war with yourself because you're fighting a reality that doesn't exist. So you're wasting all your time trying to keep these psychopaths from pressing a button to destroy the whole world in seconds when it's not even possible. They cannot press a button and destroy the whole world within seconds. They want us to think they can. So if you're a nuclear activist, you're fighting yourself. You're going to have two heads, two arms, punching yourself in the face. Not to say that it's good. Nuclear energy is just not what we thought it was. American Auto Duel Association. That's yet to come, but could you imagine give it another 10 years? I mean, people are going to be killing each other on TV. White collar crime. Whispering campaign. Swiss bank account. Slush fund. The Senate Investigating Committee. Secrets man was not meant to know. Play this card with any other special card is played for any purpose. That card is immediately neutralized. It has no effect. Both cards are discarded. So this card, Secrets man was not meant to know. Of course, everyone into this whole thing would be into knowing what secrets we were not meant to know. But really a cool card, really cool art. It's kind of a matrixy, world doesn't exist. The guy is like coming in and out of existence here in his picture. So Murphy's Law is a card. What can go wrong will go wrong. Media campaign is a card. Market manipulation is a card. Interference. Bloody wrench here. Another interference card coming in. Deep agent. Old lady breaking the safe. This is a cool one. Computer espionage. Espionage with the same guy from the hackers card. Bribery. Isn't that a big card? It's just such a big card, bribery. I mean, look at the handshake. Freemasonic handshake. The one dude's got his little gold cuffling. Play this card during your turn to automatically take control of any one uncontrolled group. So, the Society of Assassins. The Servants of Cheluth. Don't know what this one is. This is kind of their, I think their code words of their own, like Bavarian and blah, 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 their other groups. The Network. The Network. The Gnomes of Zurich. It's got the wreath from the UN. The Discordian Society with the gold apple. The UFOs. The Bavarian Illuminati. Very powerful card. And the Bermuda Triangle. And that is it for the game. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe. Please like for more. And more reviews will be coming out shortly. Thanks.